Hey, Isla Verde 29 here, and it's time to get ready for next year's World Baseball Classic with the upcoming qualifiers. Now, before anything else, I need to apologize for not covering the last tournament. There was issues regarding preparations, and things were coming in last minute left and right, to which it became impossible for me to get things done in time. Now on to the qualifiers, which have changed quite a bit since my last previews. There are now only 2 groups of 4, and 2 teams from each group will qualify in a round-robin setting. Everyone plays each other once, and the team that finishes on top qualifies. And then there will be a Game 7 with the 2nd and 3rd place teams for the other spot. The first qualifier will take place at the Taipei Dome in Taipei, Taiwan, with the 2 teams relegated from 2023. Host Chinese Taipei and Nicaragua. They'll be joined by South Africa and Spain. Starting off with Chinese Taipei, who received the short end of the stick after a clusterfuck of a group which saw everyone finish tied for first place. It was determined through runs allowed that Taipei was given the last place finish, the 3rd time in WBC history that they finished last. But they're on a wave of confidence after winning last year's Premier 12 championship and a number of key players returning from 2023.
First pitch is hammered in the air to left center field, and that will be extra bases for Yu Chang right out of the gate here in the 3rd. Leadoff double.
Listen, you got any more left because you have been outstanding.
Swinging a drive, high and deep right center. Gone! Yu Chang ties it up in the 6th. 2-1. A swing and another drive to deep left center field. Yu Chang has done it again!
He's back! The Secretary of Defense, Yu Chang, returns after splitting time last year with the Rays organization and the Fubon Guardians, and batted .275. And this time, he didn't hesitate to decide on playing. Chesia Chen, who served as captain for the Premier 12 champions, is also suiting up, who led the Uni-President 7-11 Lions in batting with a .334 average. Chinese Taipei also has additional Major League assistants with former Red Sox Zhu Weilin and 6 additional prospects from various organizations. Now, onto Nicaragua, who finally made it to the big stage in 2023. Unfortunately, they were thrown right into the Sharks in Miami's group of death. However, sports fans should know that the scoreboard doesn't always tell the story, and Nicaragua managed to put up a fight.
Finish off Miranda and finish off the 5th entirely on its own. 2-1, hit well to left field. Going back on it, Rosario, it is gone! And Nicaragua's tied the game.
You talk about excitement with Elian Mirandas. You let a lesser team hang on against a powerhouse like Puerto Rico. You've got yourself a tie game. And by the way, we got to go to the bullpen. Marcus Stroman is done for the day.
Pitched in the professional league in Nicaragua. 0-2. He got it. He strikes out Juan Soto with the changeup.
What we call in Nicaragua, el cambio. The changeup. Look at Soto stare right at him like, oh man, okay. Didn't know you had that.
Teenager who's
Isn't that great?
getting his first experience in anything like this. Rodriguez is already in the highest level.
Oh, back-to-back strikeouts.
Himself as a star. He strikes out Juan Soto and Julio Rodriguez. Who is this kid? Cheat up in the box a little bit. He struck him out though. What an inning for the 21-year-old.
Fun fact, the pitch you just saw, Duque Ebert, those 3 strikeouts is what got him signed by the Tigers instantly after the game. Leading the talent for Nicaragua is former Royals infielder Chesler Cuthbert, who batted .250 in 5 seasons with 27 homers. Brewers prospect Freddie Zamora, who began his journey with the University of Miami, has been quickly working his way up the ladder and reached AAA Nashville last year. and hopes to show the world what his years of work have yielded. Another prospect on the roster is Elian Rayo of the Giants. The 21-year-old spent last year in Single-A San Jose and managed to slash .243, .361, .395 in 72 games. Up next, South Africa. The one WBC original yet to re-qualify since the tournament's expansion and introduction of qualifiers. South African baseball appeared to have been going in the right direction, with a number of players having been signed to several clubs, plus Gifting Gope and Taylor Scott being the country and continent's only players to reach the majors. Unfortunately, it hasn't really created results for development. However, the roster does consist of a number of veterans who've suited up for years, going as far back as the inaugural WBC, so experience would be considered a strength for this team.
Not only is he the manager of the Cuban team, he's in charge of the Cuban Federation. Anthony Phillips with a one-out single in the 9th inning.
Nice piece of hitting.
2-2. Through the middle, a base hit, and that will end the shutout. So a moral victory for the South Africans. They score a run. A two-out RBI single by Jonathan Phillips. And that plays Martin Gordon. And always got a smile on his face. And he swings and misses. And so Erasmus picks a fine time.
Defensive guys love playing behind pitchers who throw strikes. Keeps the whole game moving quickly, keeps them on their toes.
2-2 swung on and missed. And the first strikeout of the contest for Dylan Unsworth. The 1-2 to Bishop, and it's back to the pitcher Unsworth. Boy, how good has this guy been this afternoon? And we are through 5 complete.
Potentially going in the 8th, and that's his 75th pitch of the outing right there.
Bouncer back to the pitcher, and the 5th. 3 up, 3 down frame for that man, Dylan Unsworth. 0-2 from Unsworth, and he strikes out Daniel Lamb Hunt. 3-2 fastball again, swung on and missed at the 84 pitch mark. The 2-2 coming to Bishop, swung on and missed. Dylan Unsworth strikes out the side in the 8th inning. The 22-year-old goes 8 shutout.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 gone. Runners at second and third in a game South Africa trails by 3. Another 2-2 from Cruz. This one served softly out towards center, but now it's going to tail out over the head of Beltre, and that will bring home both. It's going to be a 2-run double from Tyler Smith, and the tying run in scoring position for South Africa in the 9th. That came off the end of the bat. I thought that was a bloop to center.
Notable players are team captain Jonathan Phillips, his brother Anthony, converted pitcher Rowan Eberson, Justin Erasmus, and Dylan Unsworth. Pitching could be another strength. Unsworth, who may be the best player from South Africa to not make the majors, has quite the baseball resume. Having played the minor leagues in the US, winter leagues in Australia and Venezuela, also professionally in Taiwan and Mexico. Justin Erasmus, who first suited up in 2009, has a similar amount of experience, though more so on the international front, having more experience in the Australian League, as well as a few stints in Europe. And his time there shows. He started for South Africa in the last qualifiers against Spain, and gave up only 1 run in 5 innings. And speaking of Spain, they're the last team in this group and defending European champions, who was considered a favorite in the last qualifiers, but suffers some late upsets, and once again has the capability to advance and return to the big stage, especially with some new hitting enforcements, as former Team USA star Adam Jones is on board as Spain's hitting coach. Pitcher Joana Negrin is the most experienced player on this roster, playing professionally for nearly 20 years, primarily in Mexico, and is currently with the Leones de Yucatan. He overall has a .567 win-loss percentage. Rays prospect Carlos Colmenares spent the year in Single-A Charleston, but traveled to Australia for some winter ball with the Perth Heat, where he batted .265 in 39 games. So he should be ready to go in Taipei. Chris Quitzer of the New York Boulders is a 2-time All-Star in the Frontier League and batted .271 last year. This will be his 2nd time playing for Spain, as he played in the last qualifier for them in all 4 games where he batted .313.
Baseball in Japan with the Oryx Buffaloes over the last few years. A shot in the air to left field, and it backs up Tyrone Milne, who can't make the play, and Spain will add an insurance run in the 7th.
we can't let you go. And then this year he's just like, you know what? I'm going. I'm out.
Swinging a liner to left field, and the first man in to face him, Chris Quitzer's got a base hit.
A little flare out into shallow left, and that one's going to get down. 4 hits in the inning, and it's first and third with 1 out now.
And they are piling on the hits.
Lefty bat of Quitzer. He flew out to right field to his counterpart Mara Kloop in the second inning, and a line this one into center for a 2-out base hit. Connell goes first to second, so it's runners at first and second now with 2 gone in the 4th.
Well, that's going to do it for this group. My call is Chinese Taipei finishes on top with little competition. Then Nicaragua and Spain will duke it out in Game 7. But as always, somewhere, a big upset awaits. This is Isla Verde 29, and I'm out of here. Fun fact, the pitcher you just saw, Duque Hebert, those 3 Ks is what got him signed by the Tigers. Oh my god, that does not sound right.
KKK? That's not good.
Well, there goes my career.